ladies and gentlemen? We are the Millie Goats. I'm a.k.a. JBonez is here, and we're here to pick football games. If you're listening to the podcast, we appreciate that. It is episode 358. This is the hottest NFL show, our show, not quite past 11 p.m., but a day early. But we have to be because we have football games tomorrow. We were talking about this before the show, 5 days of football left, Saturday, Sunday this week, Monday for the national championship, the next Sunday, and then the final Sunday of Super Bowl Sunday, which is why I'm watching the Polynesian Bowl on my TV down here right now. I don't know if it's live. I don't care. It's football. I'm watching.
Football guy. Nice. It's funny you say look alive because we couldn't have looked any more dead last week.
Dead. Apologies.
Undertaker.
Yes. Cue the Undertaker gif.
We're back.
There's no beating around the bush. We were 0-6.
Okay, timeout.
Allegedly. Go ahead.
I said at the beginning we had ground rules. So if you tuned into the beginning of the show, you listened to the ground rules and you left, you had a good week. Because I did not listen to the ground rules. To refresh your memory, I called out that the last 10 years, home dogs 6-2 against the spread. 24-12 since 2000. Well, they went 2-1 last week, and we weren't on those two. Additionally, underdogs in general, 27-15 against the spread, best in any round in the last 8 years. The underdogs went 5-1 last week. We went 0-6. Now, here's where I will call out some BS because
do it.
I called out that it was the worst public year in the last 23 years. 60% of public money or more, 70-102 against the spread. Somehow, perfect week last week. Just public cleaned it up, which I learned that makes us sharps. So, welcome in, listeners. You are enjoying 2 sharps for free.
Thank you. Sharp week, sharp tank, whatever you want to call it.
Let me just go ahead and say, if we don't go 4-0 this week, all of our picks next year free of charge.
Now that's accountability.
That's it.
Accountability.
Baby.
Well, you know what the good thing is? When you build yourself a good cushion of 145 and 120, you can afford some losses late in the season. Some are calling us the Lamar Jackson of NFL Pick'em. MVP, Hall of Fame numbers in the regular season. This is our first playoffs together, though. So everybody knows, just like the Jaguars learned, you got this hot new team coming up. You got to learn how to win in the playoffs. What you're saying is
hopefully the comment section behaves like the Jaguars media and glazes us at the podium instead of calling for our heads.
BMO's here. Speaking of the comment section.
Shout out BMO. Listen, hey, sorry for your loss. Steelers, they went out like dogs. Although, congrats on your Patriots advancing, but also sorry for your loss, the Panthers. So,
yes.
BMO.
Rough playoffs for him.
Big weekend for him.
2 of his 3 teams out. Maybe more. We don't know. Also, sorry for your loss. Shout out to J-Vi for this absolute beauty of a meme. This is Mike Tomlin's coaching tree. It's just the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Now, is that fair? He had Todd Haley.
Yeah, somebody said Bruce Arians. That's the one.
Bruce Arians, that's a good one.
Here you go. Oh,
I don't know anyone else.
Oh,
did Matt Canada ever get another job? What's he doing today?
Hey, Bebo's here. Tiger Stripes Media's up here. That's what I'm talking about. He says he's here. He went 234 and 121 at 121 in his college picks. Holy moly. Have a year, TSM. Have a year, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. We might have to do a college pick'em show together. I tried that this past year, and I couldn't keep up with it. But
time out.
What?
I searched Matt Canada on Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Canada is an American football coach with the most recently served as the offensive coordinator of the Steelers in the National Football League. Hasn't got another job since. It goes on. He was the worst assistant coach in NFL history. Shout out Wikipedia.
Now that was good. The coaching tree. We said it was a Festivus poll. Mike Tomlin's coaching tree was a Festivus poll. Oh man!
Did you see what happened when he announced that he wasn't coming back?
What, was Aaron Rodgers crying or something?
Aaron Rodgers, no. TJ Watt. who's the other one? Joey Porter was hyperventilating. These guys, it's
The
it's
football.
your supervisor got fired. You're getting a new one. He ain't dead.
What in the world?
Say this may be because obviously players, coach, they all got away with murder. There was no accountability on that team for the last 10 plus years. So maybe they're just nervous that someone with some bigger nuts is going to come and slap them down on the table.
Gonna
And,
take out the Papa shots in the locker room.
yeah. Yeah. Flip over the hoagie spread and change it up. I don't know.
I don't know. We're here to we look. Here's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new, we got a lot of people piling in here from YouTube right now. We appreciate you coming on. Mark Schiffer's here. Schiffer. He says SF Niners, your dad blame right. Alex is here. Hello, Alex. Stick around. We're about to pick some games. East side of Los Angeles says the 49ers are going to take an L. That's what you probably said last week, east side of LA. Guess
This
what?
week he might be right.
No. I have stats in a lot of them.
Man.
Totally unbiased. Don't pay attention to any of the San Francisco 49ers stuff behind me or on my head or on my chest. None
Well,
of
the
that.
same guys that are playing for this 49ers this week did do pretty well in week 3 of the preseason when they got some action. Saying they look
You
good.
can't bet against culture. Culture won Sunday. By the way, we'll get to it in a second. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the show, we go over our last week's picks. Don't close your eyes. Peel open your eyes. He says, good luck. I appreciate that. If you're a Rams fan, good luck to you too, because I'm about sick of the Bears and Ben Johnson already, and it's only been a year. And I don't like the Rams, but.
Hey, real quick, current event. You see the Giants are like this deal with Harbaugh might fall apart.
You don't say. So Harbaugh is going to lose another one in the fourth quarter?
Well, he turns out he's trying to do good. He's trying to do the old Chip
Like
Kelly and shove the GM in a corner. Joe Shane get lost, and it may be a point of contention, and Harbaugh may be out. Wouldn't that be something?
It'd be funny. It'd be kind of funny. Giants, you're going to take your GM or the coach. It's not going to work if he's in there. By the way, it's just not.
Which
So,
he?
Shane, like if Joe Shane, he's already a problem. He's been a problem.
Well, same guy that played hardball with Saquon, and that blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Signed Daniel Jones, that blew up in their face.
Yeah. So what is this guy doing? So I don't know. But what we do on the show is we pick games. We go back last week, we review, we check the tape because we have to look our mistakes in the face so we don't make them again, which we won't. 4-0. So we're going to go back, look at wild card weekend. Then we're going to move to divisional round. We're going to pick games. We're going to rattle off stats. We're going to go back and forth, and we're going to choose these games. We're going to pick winners. We're going to pick our lock of the week, the special star of the week game that we think is absolutely not going to miss. Stone Cold, Marble Slab, Creamery, Ice Cream Cone, 2 scoops. Pick of the week. Lead pipe. There you go. I knew there was something else. And if you're listening to the show, we appreciate it. Hit the like button, the subscribe. If you're listening to the podcast, follow the podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you got it. Rate it and then review it. Without further ado,
A lot of homework.
there's a lot of homework, but look at all this red.
Seeing red.
We start in Charlotte, where Cam Newton came out of nowhere, banging the drums, doing all kinds of stuff.
Why'd they act like he'd been gone for like the last 20 years?
Yeah, he
came back and started after he left.
He's in the media now, so everything has to be everything he does is a production. He says more without saying actually anything than anybody on TV. But the Panthers blew it at the end. They played soft coverage to let the Rams go right down the field. Matt Stafford rips their hearts out with an absolute dime into the corner of Jacoby Parkinson. So Rams were favored by 10.5.
You're going to blame the defense.
They what?
You blame the defense.
Yeah.
Not the receiver who just made a business decision to knock it down to catch one on 4th down.
Facts. Also, shout out Puka because Puka saved their season because he knocked that interception out of the DB's hands because Matt Stafford can't stop throwing interceptions. He will give you interceptions in the playoffs. You have to take them. The Rams are favored by 10.5.
You may have just locked in a 0 interception day for Stafford.
Yep. I've actually got something on that, by the way. Rams, they did not cover the 10.5. I was actually at that point rooting for the Panthers just to win outright because Rams, you bunch of frauds, they're falling apart at the end of the season. They're not really playing that well the last couple of weeks. So
Oh man, you're putting a lot of bulletin board material out there.
good. I want them to win.
You're
So
the media now. You gotta watch it.
it's true. So anything else say on the Rams Panthers?
Take the points. Tails all his time. Puka, catch the ball. I'm sure he's gonna do a lot of that tomorrow.
I've got something on that too.
That could have easily been a blowout. I stand by my pick.
I agree. The Rams, the Panthers are feisty. Good for Bryce Young. Got him paid for another year. They picked up his 5th-year option. Move on to the Packers and the Bears. Packers are favored by 1.5 on the road. They were up 21-3 at one point.
Hope he cashed out.
And then the second half started. And Matt
cashed
LaFleur
out 90%. He didn't do it.
forgot to play and call a football game. And the Bears do exactly what they've been doing. Their 7th or 8th comeback, whatever the hell it is. And they win 31-27 because the Packers, with 3 minutes to go, Romeo Doubs converts an awesome 3rd down. What does Matt LaFleur do? Throw the ball 3 times, turn it right back over, and then the rest is history. Packers should be ashamed of themselves. And then,
Run the
of
tape.
course,
Literally said the Bears DNA. Hibernate. Win.
Yep. So that was a tough one. Bills Jags. We thought, hey, Jags at home, 8 wins in a row. Trevor Lawrence playing really well. Bills, terrible run defense. Liam Cohen, smarter than he looks. Run the ball. What'd he stop doing? Running the ball, as Bayshell Tootin and Travis Etienne averaged like 8 yards a carry, and he stopped running the football. And everybody thinks when they play Josh Allen that you have to get in a shootout for no apparent reason. Just run. And then Trevor Lawrence threw a pick on his legacy drive first play. That was hilarious. So the Bills win outright. Well, as favorites, they cover the spread. Jacksonville does not cover the spread.
I had regret about this one.
It's hard to bet against Josh Allen.
Like
Playoffs.
Somewhere between when we hit stop and I went to sleep, I put a future in Bills Eagles. I was like, the Bills actually make the most sense here. So,
damn it,
that was silly.
It was just, it was too good. We were going to have Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, and Joe Burrow all out of the playoffs. Not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast.
Jags win 24-27.
Then the Bills have a 75-yard rusher, do we know?
Did they? Or will they?
Did they? Also, I said Cam Little was going to be the difference maker, and what do you know?
Facts.
Take the points. Once again, take the points. And the machine missed going in the halftime.
Well, that was a ball don't lie situation because, remember, they should never have gotten that 1 extra second because they said they got up there and snapped the ball. And
they're off sides. That was what made it tricky.
So that was a ball don't lie situation. It was nothing.
Also, the play clock's not like an NBA shot clock. Zero is zero. There's not interesting. I don't know why they can't add tenths of a second.
And secondly, what game was it that we were watching where we just had an incredible? Was it this game? I think there was twice this game. We had an incredible chance for a chain gang early on an early 4th down by Trevor Lawrence where he stumbled and his shin hit. It was a perfect Trevor Lawrence play of, he's got a chance to put the game away earlier and his shin hits a yard before the 1st down marker.
Oh,
and then the stupid virtual measurement, I was like, that was a perfect opportunity to set the tone of the chain gang. And nope. No, they blew it.
The virtual measurement was such a miss by someone in the NFL because the problem was never the chain gang. The problem was an elderly man trying to figure out where to put the ball down. That's where they need the help. Still don't have the help. Even though there's a chip in the ball, still don't have the help. Now we just have to watch this scoreboard for this laser beam. Stupid.
One of the worst decisions they've made. Bring back the chain gang. And then I guess our lock of the week was Eagles -4.5 against 49ers. Care to explain yourself?
Yeah, so the referee grew up an Eagles fan, and Twitter got wind of it. So naturally,
that did
works in 2026. Bullying took place, and Trent Williams was allowed to hold Owen Smith on critical third downs. Anytime the Eagles got a few yards, well, hey, there's the holding that we haven't seen the whole day. Happens. The good news is it puts us early in the offensive coordinator cycle to go out and hire a Brian Dable or Mike McDaniel to go win us another Super Bowl next year. So
Mm.
the Eagles saw there's no dynasty in the AFC, so why go win a Super Bowl if you can't beat a dynasty?
And this is what the Eagles do. They go to the Super Bowl, then they flame out hilariously in the first round. Then they go to the Super Bowl, and then they
This
flame
wasn't
out
a
hilariously.
flame out hilarious in the first round. The Bucks in 23 was a flame out. This, they had a chance. Kicker makes an extra point, playing for a field goal. If anyone on the offensive staff has a brain, you saw Jalen Hurts get the play call on fourth down and go, "Are you
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
kidding me? This is what we're going with?"
Yeah. And they didn't do it. Tex said it on the show the other night. He goes, they ran nobody out of the backfield to occupy the linebacker. So Kendricks just like floated right
You're not
back.
going to occupy a linebacker on 4th and 12.
At least try it.
They didn't.
They had
Like,
3 guys on Goddard.
there was no plan when they had 1st and 10 from the 20.
No, there was no plan.
Like, it just,
They were like surprised that they got there.
yeah. And they've done so well. It's like they didn't know they were in the red zone yet. So the offensive coordinator was still responsible instead of turning it back over to the quarterback coach who handles the red zone. Like, who does it? It's the 20-yard line, and there was like a trip up. Oh, it's 21. Take it away. Get back the offensive coordinator. I don't know.
This
49ers won on some garbage trickery from a 4 or 5-star quarterback, plays wide receiver now. They won on a surprise
that's where
first
they
drive.
got
They got
you,
a
dude.
touchdown. I mean,
That's where they
it's
got you.
candy ass. It won't hold up in Seattle. That's all I know.
Oh, no. Yes, it will. That was a very enjoyable game. I haven't jumped around like that in a long time regarding a football game whenever Kendricks knocked that ball down. That was fun. Niners win. Ha!
Did they
Incredible.
win? George
They
Kittle,
won.
dead.
George Kittle, I mean, at this point, what's it matter? Like, no offense, with all due respect to George Kittle. But what's it matter? We got Brock Purdy. 4 game-winning drives in the playoffs of his 5 wins. It's the second most among active quarterbacks. I'm sorry, is that good?
Well, it matters if you win the last game.
That's right. I got another stat for you whenever we get to it. Actually, you know what? I'll do it right now. Brock Purdy, 3 has the chance to play for 3 conference championship games in his first 4 years. You know the other quarterback to do that? Might have heard of him. Pat Mahomes. It'll be him and Pat Mahomes, not Josh Allen, not Lamar Jackson, not Jalen Hurts, not Joe Burrow. Pat Mahomes, Brock Purdy.
The problem is he eventually gets exposed. Wouldn't you rather lose earlier and just build up the scar tissue till you're ready to be a winner? You're going to waste another win on this team? Come on.
This man is a playoff performer. He always is. He's a gamer. People aren't giving him credit.
When
Okay.
the defense gets held. You're right.
Chargers. We took Chargers plus 3.5. And that game was just a hilarious watch because the Chargers defense was Drake May is not a good fumbler, by the way. He's just not. He's a better fumbler than CJ Stroud, though. But man, Justin Herbert in the playoffs sucks. I don't care what anybody says. The dude can't win a playoff game.
It's insane how bad he is.
It's bad. It's just bad. I'm sorry. So
different person altogether.
Yeah. Shout out Drake May, a little shaky early, but Drake
May looked good in the second half.
Yes, second half, jitters were gone. He was looking good. So
shout out throwing one to Hunter Henry for me.
Bang. Oh yeah, nice parlay though.
It was a winning week.
Big week. Okay, so Chargers lost. We picked them. That was our 5th loss in a row. At this point, you're just rooting for 0-6 because you're like, you know what? Let's set a record. Monday night, hilarious. Texans 2 defensive touchdowns. Steelers offense. What an absolute show the Texans defense is. But I mean, the Steelers offense was fraudulent all. The Steelers was fraudulent all year, so it didn't matter. But
hey, check the TikTok. I did say take the under.
You did. That was hilarious.
1-6.
By the way, 6.5, 6, and it would have been pretty close if if Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers never tried to tackle anybody harder in his life than he didn't want his last pass to be a pick six. He went after him, dude.
What was the over under?
I don't remember. B. McCormick's here.
I think. Hold on. It was 39 and a half. Oh, now we're good.
Okay.
Someone missed something, I thought, in that game that kept it under. It was like a missed field goal. It was weird.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. Did Boswell miss one or did Fairbairn miss one? But that was an 0-6 week. That's how you draw it up, ladies and gentlemen. So we don't throw that out. We want it there in our brains so that we can remember it, so that we never do it again. BMO asked, does this even count since previous pick'em was done? Playoff record. We should separate it. Regular season. Like I said, we're getting our. What are your thoughts on the 49ers? I'm kind of worried about the game. I think there's a very specific way the 49ers have to win this game. People are going to think it's the outside run game. That's the wrong thing to do because the Seattle Seahawks are built to stop the outside run. I think if the 49ers want any chance of winning this game, they have to go in between the guards. It's got to be an inside run game. It's the only way they're going to get it.
Guards?
I'm just saying.
Beat up the Seahawks with a bar of soap.
CMC is having a great year. But the reason the outside zone is not as effective as it once was is because people are afraid to admit that he has lost just a bit of speed. And that's all it takes in the NFL. So I think the 49ers are going to have – Shanahan's going to have to get creative of the inside run game. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I am looking at. Because 49ers like to run 21 personnel. Seattle against 21 personnel likes to run nickel. At that point, that's a smaller defense on the field. So if we can dominate in between the guards, I think there's something there. I think Shanahan's going to be cooking something up on the inside run game. That's my thoughts, Tiger. It's neither here nor there. Okay, we move on.
Counterpoint.
Do what? What?
They just played 2 weeks ago, and they didn't do those things.
See, but I think Shanahan is so far ahead that he was not. He knew that he was going to have to keep all of his tricks in the bag in the playoff. He knows. I'm telling you, he was not about to expose. He knew that they were going to have to play him again, regardless. Probably more than likely.
Right, but they would have played him again with George Kittle.
Maybe.
It wasn't just like a regular game; it was for a bye.
I know.
Tunges is in my parlay. Yes, tight end parlay, running it back. Tunges is in it.
Love
Good
it.
call. We like that. Tunges, Kincaid. Who else did I put in there?
Kincaid. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm
the place to go in the playoffs.
I'm convinced that Shanahan knew that he was going to have to play McDonald again. Because I mean, Shanahan with 3 points, like he's only done that one other time in his coaching career. Like, I just don't believe that they're that much dominant.
Tunges, Kincaid, Hunter Henry, Colby Parkinson. 10 to win.
The tight end of parlay?
Yep.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we move to a fresh start, a fresh board. We have 4 games. We have 2 tomorrow. We have 4:30 on CBS. We have the Bills and the Broncos. And then Saturday night, 8 p.m., we have the 49ers and Seahawks. That one's on Fox. And I have a bone to pick with Fox and their stupid graphic as they put Christian McCaffrey on one side and Sam Darnold on the other. And I'm okay with putting Christian McCaffrey on
Reasonable.
there. What I'm not okay with is put Sam Darnold on there.
Why?
What has he done? He hasn't even won a playoff game. Playoffs. Turn the ball over 20 times.
Yeah,
what has he done?
He's the face of the franchise.
He's not the face of the franchise.
I couldn't name any others.
Put the whole defense on there. Do that.
Put
the whole defense on there.
Those pictures cost money, dude. You can't afford all 11 guys for one little graphic.
I'm not. I'm bad. I'm okay with CMC.
Okay.
But if you're not going to put both quarterbacks on there, then you have to put JSN on there. He was there before Sam Darnold. Put JSN on there. You can't make it like Sam Darnold's the reason the Seahawks are there. He's not. They literally tried. No.
He got up a lot of wins in the first 10 weeks.
But he also got them a lot of losses, all their losses, because he threw like 7 interceptions in one game.
A lot of losses. 1 seed.
Bills, and then we got Sunday at 3:00. Weird ESPN game. Sunday at 3. That's weird.
Sunday night football, ESPN, Monday Night Football.
That's going to be weird. It's going to
Sunday
break your
afternoon,
brain.
Monday Night Football.
Very weird. And then Sunday night, 6:30, NBC. He is going to be all over. Gee, he's coughing all over himself, trying to do the Collinsworth. Can you imagine Collinsworth talking about Stafford and Caleb Williams? His hands are going to be so purple in the booth. It's going to be so
Here's
cold.
the original sidearm. Mahomes gets all the credit, but here's the guy that invented the sidearm.
The no look, all these no look passes. He's going to, he's got, look at that. Back in my day. Okay. We move Saturday, 4:30. It's going to seem like forever. First of all, there's a stupid graphic going around the internet of the horses, like Broncos, running up on the Buffalo Bills bison that are overlooking the Niagara Falls waterfalls. And it's very strange. I don't really know what it means, but we did get inside information that Tech said those bison would absolutely whip those horses' ass. So, stupid graphic if you were trying to make that a Denver Broncos.
I feel like you could tell me bison eat grass.
Touch grass.
Who would win a fight? A horse or bison?
Did you just enter that into the search bar?
Bison would likely win due to its massive size.
See?
Powerful heads and horns, despite a horse's speed, powerful kicks. Bison's sheer force and durability, and its shoulder hump for ramming give a significant advantage in a direct confrontation. All right, fine.
There you go.
There you go.
Stupid graphic, but Broncos hosting 8-1 at home, 4th and 5th best odds to win the Super Bowl here. Buffalo 4, Denver 5. It's going to be 40 degrees at kickoff. Josh Allen is the first quarterback playoff history with 0 turnovers in 6 straight starts. We got a Carl Schaefer's ref game. Josh Allen is 5-0 as an underdog when Schaefer's, whatever the hell his name is, when he refs the game. We got ourselves an Elijah Moore revenge game. He did play for the Bills. They cut him. He was on the Denver practice squad. He just got called up by the Broncos. So a little bit of a revenge game here. Buffalo is 0-5 when they score less than 20 points. This could be a big Jaleel McLaughlin day as the running back room has kind of shifted in his favor as the dominant running guy. So I think his over is 22.5 rushing yards. People are saying that's a good bet. Take the over on Jaleel McLaughlin's rushing yards, 22.5. Another part of the run game. This goes to the Buffalo side. Buffalo is going to run duo, or they can run duo, because they average 4.4 yards per rush when they run duo on offense. That is 7th best in the league. Denver's defense allows 4.7 yards per rush versus duo. So we've got the Buffalo offense has a shot to run the ball against this Denver defense, which is really good at blitzing and sacks. Denver has the second highest blitz rate. Allen, when you blitz him, has a plus 0.43 EPA per drop back, 84% completion when you do blitz him. So Denver's going to have to get creative there. Also, another key matchup, Buffalo's third red zone offense versus Denver's first-ranked red zone defense. All that being said, is Sean Payton going to run the flipping football is the question.
Well, let's talk Josh Allen.
Yes. Lay it on me.
5 times this year, he played a top 15 pass rush. Broncos qualify as a top 15 pass rush. In those games, he went 2-3, and in none of them, he scored more than 26 points. Run back your stat about Josh Allen in 20 points, you said?
Yep, 20 points. 0-5.
What's the record?
0-5. They don't score 20 points or more. Denver gives up 18.3 a game.
Yeah. So the 3 losses, he lost to the Falcons, only scored 14, lost to the Texans, only scored 19, lost to the Eagles, only scored 12. The important thing has to be the Broncos get their pressure without blitzing. These 2 teams played in the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was 10-7 at halftime. Bills ran away with it, 31-7. You go back and look at the first half, the Broncos only blitzed 8% of the time. Then they come out in the second half, 73% of the plays, They're blitzing. It gets ugly quick.
Very quick.
They didn't get a single sack. They were only getting the pressure on 25% of the time, despite in the first half, they got pressure 44% of the time, again, without blitzing, and they got 2 sacks. I'd like to think the Broncos know this. I'd
Yes.
like to think the Broncos know stay in your defense. Josh Allen, not very good at actually playing quarterback, reading a defense. Get your pressure that way. The concerning piece for me is what you said about Carl Cheffers. Now, I'm starting to think that when things leak out to the public, go the other way because the NFL likes the parity and they don't want you to be able to predict it that easy.
Eagles, Niners.
Eagles, nice, perfect example. Wasn't going to mention it. You did, though. So, did you know the Broncos lead the league in defensive pass interference?
Did not know that.
Pretty problematic if Carl Cheffers is going to have loose hands throwing them flags. So, we'll know early. But if they're not getting the pass interferences and it starts to be like, oh, is Cheffers really not in bed with Josh Allen? Broncos extra rest. Bills tight one. And simply because Haley Steinfeld is a Broncos fan, I will be taking the Broncos.
You think this is where it ends for the Bills?
Yes.
Bo Nix also likes to throw on the run. The Bills are one of the best defenses against people who throw on the run. I did hear that.
Yeah, but it's like anything like that. If there's a trend, Peyton's not going to play into their strength.
No.
And Bo Nix has been a lot more of like short pass kind of guy lately.
Yeah.
You know they play ugly. This is going to be an ugly game. Both teams. Neither first half under is the lock of the weekend.
I love that.
They're going to feel each other. This is going to be just a handsy date for 2.5 hours. And then maybe someone gets a little loose.
It opened with, wasn't Buffalo favored when they initially opened it?
Yeah, it was the first time in a long time that 2 road game divisional situations had road favorites. That flipped. I'm also looking here, 68% of the money's on the Bills. So naturally, I was sharp last week. I'm going to still be as sharp. Give me the Broncos. Take the points.
Don't tell Jay bye. Nobody, or my mom.
Your
Mom,
mother.
don't listen to that.
That's
Mom.
right. I tailgated a Bills game with her.
So the Broncos, is that enough to be the best pick of the week, JBonez? Does that get the star? Is that lock? Lead pipe, stone cold, marble slab, creamery, double scoops, hold the sprinkles. Lock of the week?
Not my lock of the week.
Okay. It is I just think Sean Payton is going to do what is called to be done. Okay. This isn't about Bo Nix. This is not about his defense. The Bills have a problem of stopping the run. They have no wide receivers. That doesn't matter. It's Josh Allen. Brandon Cooks is fine. Shakir had a good game. They got their 2 tight ends. They love running 2 tight ends. Sean Payton, will you be man enough to run the football over and over and over again? But you cannot get down. If they get down by 10 points and they get panicked, they're going to be in trouble.
Who?
The Broncos.
Did we forget about the Broncos and Giants?
Yeah, but
it's in their toolbox.
I know.
You know, I started this saying we should listen to ourselves in the first 5 minutes last week and take the dogs, and here we are, first game, taking the favorite. So
do we do the reverse of what we said?
What? You said it. It opened up. Broncos were a dog. I picked this when they were dogs.
So technically, this is all dogs go to heaven.
Can't lose.
It's a dead dog. So Broncos -1.5.
Yeah.
It is fun to root for the Bills, though. It's just fun to root for Josh Allen.
Yeah, we'll see. We got 49ers, Bills, Super Bowl. We rooting for the Bills.
No, we can't do that. I can't do that. You can do whatever you want. That's if they're well, I'm going. We will go. I don't know. We'll actually go to the game, but we will fly to San Francisco or whatever the hell, where it's Santa Clara, and at least be around the stadium for the game.
You want to catch some of that radiation they're talking about?
I don't care. My knee already got blown out in college, dude.
It's picking up some traction.
Yes. Okay, so Broncos -1.5. Saturday night. Man, do I have a lot of notes. I'm going to do the Ace Ventura.
It's bad if I was too close and ran a red light. Sped some more. Change lanes intersection.
Lowest Super Bowl odds, 49ers versus the highest Super Bowl odds. It's going to be 50 degrees at kickoff.
Wait, timeout.
What?
The last one's 4-5. You're telling me this is 1-8.
Yep.
Very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Let me guess.
I put it for all of them, too, so I know who's what.
Is Rams Bears 2-7?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So what they did was they took the favorite with the biggest spread and they just went in order. Go ahead. Let's hear it, Ace.
Okay. Sorry, we just got our stuff erased there. That was weird. Okay. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown in 8 straight games. All of his playoff games he's ever played, he's had a touchdown. He could tie the record. I can't remember who it was for 9 games in a row.
Did he play in a playoff game as a Panther?
I don't think so. Maybe 1. Maybe.
Interesting.
Huh. Yeah, I think he did. I think he played in 1. Seattle, 13 days of rest. 49ers, 5 days of rest. Since 1984, 8+ days of rest. Teams are 7-0. Teams with less rest, the 5 days of rest, 49ers score 10 or fewer in 6 out of the 7 games that those 7-0 teams won. Teams with the longer rest, they scored 20+ in all 7 of those games. So rest, big factor, right?
Physical game.
Wrong. Shanahan, 4-0 in the divisional round. Purdy, 4-0 at Lumen Field, which is where Seattle plays football. San Francisco, since 2017 in the wild card and divisional rounds, 7-0. In those wins, their defense allows 16 points per game. They have a plus 8.3 point differential. They have a plus 10 sack differential. Since becoming the head coach, Shanahan has played 7 games facing the same team within a month of playing them. He's 5-2. When he plays those same teams within 3 weeks for a second time, he's 3-0. NFL Live crew, they all 5 picked Seattle just like they did last week. San Francisco already talked about 21 personnel allows Seattle to use the nickel defense. San Francisco has terrible outside run game, and Seattle is good at that to stop the defense. So with all that being said, yes, all these rest versus rust numbers favor the Seattle Seahawks, but the better coach, the better quarterback are on which team, JBonez?
Are we sure we know that yet?
Oh, yes, we do. I just listed off. He hasn't lost a wild card division round since 2017.
So what happens? Because he's lost a lot of Super Bowls.
Oh my goodness.
He's lost 3.
That is part of my argument though, is that this is not the Super Bowl. If they were playing the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, which isn't even possible, I'd say I'd agree with you. But this Shanahan's this is where he makes his money. Where he's the big dog.
All right, keep going. What else you got?
That's it. That's all. I ran out of stuff.
Cool. My turn?
Your turn. Because yours is gonna be all Seahawks, I know it.
Sam Darnold. Revenge game.
No.
People forget. Not only did the 49ers choose Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold, Robert Saleh sent Sam Darnold packing from New Jersey. Your Seattle Seahawks have won 10 straight home playoff games with fans. 2020 doesn't count. 10 straight. Okay. The whole world expects a repeat of last year where Sam Darnold gets to the playoffs and just shrinks. The Seahawks are smarter than the Vikings were. And the goal is going to be minimize Sam Darnold to maximize your chance of winning. Past 7 games, Sam Darnold's averaging. What's that?
They did it in week 18. Like they made it a clear. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. It's more than week 18. Past 7 games. Sam Darnold, 7.1 yards per attempt. That's 16th in the league. This comes after he was 9.3 yards per attempt leading the league. It's 30th in air yards in that span, 30th. Before that span, he led the league in air yards. So they've clearly turned to a dink and dunk system. This ties into how Robert Sala's played defense down the stretch, playing more bend but don't break. Last 12 games, 49ers are 29th in completion rate. So it's easy to complete the balls. However, they're 5th in yards per completion. So you can get those easy completions short. Hey, gonna give it up, you take it. Also, a lot of injuries. We're going to focus on one. Michael Williams goes down week 9. Since then, they're allowing, well, I don't know, 5.4 yards per carry to outside zone. That's 30th. Just so happens, Seahawks knew that. Week 18 took great advantage of it. Outside zone 15 times, 5.4 yards per carry. Kenneth Walker was the 11th best running back when running outside zones all year. 18% of the runs go for 10 yards. Run the damn ball. Keep it out of Sam Darnold's hands. Dig and dunk. I think you can get to 20 completions. Why is this spread 7.5? Why is it? You talk sound like a 3-point spread. 7.5. 7.
The scary part is the 49ers are the most bet team of the weekend.
Can confirm. They were last week too, though.
No. Well, they're the people's team then.
Sure seems like it.
Maybe people are finally starting to come around to Brock Purdy. All the guy does is win.
Well, people don't look at injury reports. They see names. Brands.
Did you see JSN and Sam Darnold are on there? I think Mike McDonald's trying to do some.
Yeah, oblique is pretty.
Come on. Some
we all have oblique.
JSN shows up on there. I think they were mad because the whole Fred Warner thing, I think that kind of pissed them off. So now they're saying, oh, our best players are hurt too.
It's a mistake to not play Fred Warner. He's
Agreed.
fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. Go play football. It's your job.
Yep.
What's the worst that could happen?
It already happened once.
What's the worst?
And he hasn't been at the facility, so that radiation hasn't been.
Yeah.
So what do we do here? I don't really. I'm taking the Niners. That's what we're going to do here.
All right.
And you can come on here next week.
It usually goes well for me.
That's what I'm saying. I should let you be like, take the Seahawks. Okay. Then we could come on here again. I shouldn't have said anything. Damn it, I jinxed it. Would you take the Seahawks at minus 7.5?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes. But also,
okay.
Let's think of the 4-way teaser here. Who ruins a 4-way teaser?
Biggest spread of the weekend, man. They're really giving
the 49ers winning outright would kill. I mean, Texans +9, okay. Patriots +3, okay. Rams just to win, I guess. Bears +10, okay. But Seahawks -1 teaser seems highly at risk here. 49ers the pick. Johnny Public over here.
Just can't believe they're still playing football, dude. This is a team of destiny. Like if you pick against the Niners, you're picking against destiny at this point. This is a galvanized group of individuals.
Who has the advantage? I guess if they win, they host the AFC Championship. It's the Rams, right?
Yeah, the 49ers can't play at Levi's Stadium again until the Super Bowl. They'd have to go to L.A. But
oh, you're right. You're right.
If the Rams win, they wouldn't have to leave the West Coast, so it wouldn't be all bad. But I kind of like, man, do you want to pick the Niners or the Seahawks?
Chat? Anybody?
D. McCormick? Tiger? Somebody? This is tough because I kind of like the underdog. Like, I don't like that the public is picking the 49ers again. I don't like that.
The way you talk about them doesn't sound like they're an underdog.
They're not. I'm sitting here anytime you line up these teams, yes, the Seahawks defense is really good. Yes, Brock Purdy will have a turnover. I'm sure he will. Do we trust the Seahawks offense to turn it up a notch?
I just feel like too much is made about Sam Darnold stinking.
They know. I mean, I watched that game on that Sunday night or whatever it was, or Saturday night, whatever it was. And I'm just like, they're just making it a point to hand the ball off so that he can't, because he as soon as they open the second half, what's he do? Fumble the football. He trips and throws it off. They're like, oh my, the only way we can't lose. There you go, B. McCormick. He says, Niners. I don't know, but see, I don't know if he's messing with me either. What that son of a gun does.
You are like Richard Nixon right now.
I am in a glass case of emotions right now. I don't know what is up and what is down. If the Seahawks win, I don't think it'll be. I just don't think it'll be a blowout. I don't think it'll be more than a touchdown. I just don't. I refuse to believe that Shanahan is going to only score 3 points again. And Pearsall's coming back. They're 8-0 when they have Pearsall. He torched the Seahawks in week 1. Torched them.
Should I write it down?
What?
49ers?
Write it down.
Yeah.
I'm sticking my chest out. They made it this far. The pressure's not on them. Pressure's on Seattle. Just saying. Okay. We move to the AFC. Back to the AFC. Houston at New England. 34 degrees at kickoff. The third and sixth best Super Bowl odds in this game. And they're floating another snow game in our face. They're dangling in front of our face, JBonez. And I've had enough of these shenanigans. If you're going to give me if you're going to say, don't say snow game unless you are absolutely 100% sure it's going to be a snow game. That nonsense in Chicago last week, that was not a snow game. That was lies. That was fake news. It was whatever you want to call it. But supposedly I've read some reports that there is snow maybe expected. Now, Texans are 3.5-point dogs on the road, and Houston is 0-6 in the divisional round. Never made it to the AFC Championship. Now the Chiefs are out, so they might be able to, but Nico Collins is out. Houston's defense is the lowest scoring drive rate allowed this season at 27%. Means you do not score a lot of touchdowns on them. 6 times Houston's defense has held playoff teams to less than 20 points. They played
Can I
8
expand on that real quick?
Absolutely.
You're onto something.
This is why this show works. This is why we're going 4-0.
Both of these teams, they rank numbers 1 and 2 in terms of keeping the opponents out of the red zone. So you're not going to get to the red zone. Only 23% of drives teams make it to the red zone. So therefore, you're right. They do well in scoring capacities. However, what's ironic, if you are lucky enough to get to the red zone, neither one of these defenses have a top 10 preventing a touchdown once in the red zone. Tracking? So it's hard to get
What just
there.
happened?
Yeah, so it's hard to get there, but then once you get there, you're scoring. So the hard work is getting into the zone. However, these offenses suck when they get to the red zone. Patriots are the 10th worst scoring touchdowns, 55% red zone trips. Texans even worse, 45%, third worst. So another, like, by all means, guys, take the points. If you can get in the field goal range, take the points. Continue.
That was I had one more. Here it was. New England's offense is 8.1%.
Is it me or him? Let's look. Am I Somalian pirate? Am I the captain now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened.
Are we live?
We're still live. Yeah, it still says we're live. I don't know what happened. Since you were in there, it didn't cut off, but I don't know what happened there. Scared the crap out of
I
me.
was live the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
All right.
My
What were you saying? You had one more thing about the Texans.
Oh, so it was the New England Patriots have that's not what I wanted to put up there. Hold on.
How the sausage gets made. Oh my god.
Did you see all those? Did you see my little
Those
hold on, get
nudes.
that out of there. That's right. What I was saying was the New England Patriots offense, 8.1% explosive play rate. That's one of the best in leagues. Houston's defense, 5.1% explosive play rate allowed. That's also one of the best in the league. So the Patriots like to have big plays or make big plays. Houston's defense doesn't allow the big plays. So it's ironic that this game is going to be played in the trenches, basically in between the 20s, but neither of these teams allow what the other team wants to do. So I don't know what to do. I think it's going to be Patriots. I don't think the Texans defense can do what they did last week.
No, they played the Steelers.
Yeah.
And you're going to get an overvalue situation with the Texans. And you have Woody Marks who ran for 100 yards last week and he hasn't done that all year. Woody Marks under. Texans back to can't run the ball. Texans back to having people forget their offensive line stinks.
30th in pass block win rate. Texans.
The lines don't travel. Texans stink. 0-7 in divisional rounds.
CJ Stroud stinks.
CJ Stroud stinks. Patriots cover.
I like that. Is that the lock of the week?
No.
Oh. Saving the best for last. I love it. Okay. Hope my internet doesn't cut out. That would be a real shame. My internet did go down earlier today. We couldn't figure it out. So we're going to have to rattle through so that we don't get kicked off again. But if you do, I'll just sign in through our phone. I don't know what happened. The lights in my bathroom wouldn't work earlier today either. Some weird stuff going on down here. Rams.
You got anything for us?
Rams at the Bears. 15 degrees at kickoff. They're floating around another weather game in our face. It's going to be negative 15 degrees, wind chill, all that stuff. Helmets are going to be shattering. This is second and seventh best odds, as JBonez correctly called. Let's go ahead and go through this. Dome teams, LA Rams, our dome team, are 1-15. Well, yeah, that's true. You're right. They're like a convertible team.
The sides are open. It just has a roof.
Like
a carport.
Windows down team.
Yeah. They play in a carport.
Golf cart.
Perfect.
Golf cart team. Probably also don't do well in weather games. They are 1-15 in the last decade when playing in below 40-degree weather. Stafford is 1-8 in bad weather games.
False.
January 12th, 1986 is the last time the Rams and the Bears met in the playoffs. It was in the NFC Championship game. Chicago won that game 24-0. McVay's birthday, though, is January 24th. There's also a rift between the McVay coaching tree and now Ben Johnson because Matt LaFleur, handshake, F the Bears or F the Packers, all this stuff. Locker rooms are fighting each other. Devontae Adams says he doesn't care. Sean McVay says he doesn't care. They're going to be like, we're going out there and do this for our boys. How about this little nugget, though? Rams 16-5 when Puka has 7+ touches or more.
Beat Puka.
The Rams and Chicago are both top 5 in turnover differential. It's always a stat we like to look at whenever we determine who's going to make a deep playoff run. And when they don't win the turnover battle, the Bears are 1-2. The Rams are 1-3 when they don't win the turnover battle as well.
Bears didn't get a turnover last week.
So, most opportunistic defense in the league. If whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win this game, and go back to my point, you said false whenever Matt Stafford is 1-8 in bad weather games. Elaborate.
In games under 40 degrees, Matt Stafford is actually 7-11, and in games where he's favored, he's 5-3. Okay, you want to point to last year they played in the snow and he lost to the Eagles. Okay, it was cold and it snowed, and yet he still threw for 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I'm not worried about cold with Matt Stafford.
I saw
I
that he was going to
told
wear
you.
a scuba suit under his
Good.
jersey.
Perfect. Vaseline it up.
Scuba Steve, let's go.
Last week I said Panthers magic was because they showed you one look pre-snap and they quickly switched to a different look. So when teams would run play action, they turn their back to the defense, and then hey, look, he comes back out of play action, different defense. This was a McVay protege, we could say, former staff member, now coordinating the defense of the Panthers.
Loves
It
how
was
that
tricky.
rhymes.
Stafford under center last week, third lowest rate. Used play action is second fewest rate. They played to beat the Panthers, and they went outside their comfort zone to do it. So yeah, it got a little dicey in the middle. They did what they had to do to win. They survive. They advance. Now it's time they can go back to their core. Get under center. Use the play action. Bring out the big personnel. The Bears are the 10th worst completion percentage against and 4th worst yards per play against play action. I saw Alex Smith via K. Adams that the Rams may put up 50. We'll see. Go back to Stafford against Dennis Allen. 6 games, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 64% completion percentage, 7.4 yards per attempt. With McVay, that jumps up over 8 yards per attempt. Bears just lost TJ Edwards. But I think the heart and soul of the defense? Probably. The Bears are the only home team this week not on rest advantage. I think the Rams murder the Bears.
I like that one.
Favorite pick of the week.
Love that. I'm with you. Also, just because Caleb Williams has the Bears uniform, he's not a cold weather quarterback yet.
Oh, no.
He's not. The Bears are not a cold weather team yet. I just don't believe it. Everybody says, oh, the Rams are too wishy-washy. There you go. B. McCormick, look at him. Look at him. Lead pipe lock of the week. But just because they really might score. I mean, they're hearing all week. You can't play in the cold. Dome teams. Da-da-da-da-da. Matt Stafford can't, like, this defense sucks. And if you let Sean McVay get a hold of a defense that absolutely sucks, it's going to be a problem. So, I mean, what advantage do the Rams? I mean, how you beat the Rams is you throw the ball. Like, who do you trust more to throw the ball in this weather, Matt Stafford or Caleb Williams? Just because he's wearing the Bears uniform does not mean he's a cold weather quarterback. Like, he throws it 100 miles an hour all the time, and he's inaccurate. Like,
The
Bears
Packers are football royalty. You can't say fuck the Packers and expect the gods to not be up your face.
Okay. So, this is a 4-0 card right here. Do you think the
3-1,
Seahawks
but yeah.
Do you think the Seahawks are going to win? What's your opinion? This is our show. Even though B. McCormick.
We married?
Come on, man. 49ers would be our only dog. We have no dog.
49ers are very public.
But they're our only dog.
Yeah. I said dick dogs.
Okay. All right.
So public.
Broncos -1.5. Lock it in. Niners +7.5 for America, the public, America's team. That's my new angle. Patriots -3.5. A lot of blue in these playoffs, by the way. A lot of blue. 49ers outlier. Also, I got cooked because I put up the Super Bowl logo, and I said there's only one team that has red that's in the Super Bowl logo that's on the NFC side. It's 49ers. And everybody said, well, yeah, there's green, and that's the Seahawks, and there's yellow, that's the Rams. And I was like, damn it. Good points. And then there's blue, so all of them have blue. So
And
bad
yet,
angle by me.
someone will be like, see, they told us early. It was here the whole time.
The whole time.
Put a rainbow next year.
A lot of blue
this
though.
year. And Fran.
A lot of blue though. Is an election year coming up?
Midterms are coming. Shout out Rumble.
49ers plus 7.5. Patriots minus 3.5. And the absolute stone cold lead pipe, 17 below degree. Start your car, Festivus poll, lock of the week. Rams minus 3.5 on the road. Put your star, put it all in there. Save the picks. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. Screenshot it. Pull over the side of your car on the road. Lock these in. Thank us later. JBonez gave you a touchdown parlay. B. McCormick gave you a touchdown. So there we go.
The 49ers on a short week had to fly back across the country. Have to fly up to Seattle. All while they've been sitting at home, relaxing in their own beds.
Do you want the Seahawks? I'll change it right now.
2 weeks.
This is the last chance. We can't lie to the public. It's your last chance.
I did another parlay. Bo Nix and Josh Allen to score. Christian McCaffrey and Charbonnet to score.
All favorites.
It's all Saturday action.
All favorites. You want to do the Seahawks? This is it.
That seems hard to believe. Let's look at last year's playoffs. 2024. Let's look at the division. Wikipedia says I visited often.
It's also a divisional game. It's the only one that is a divisional game. So
last year, 3 of 4 were chalk.
So there's one that's not going to go.
Destiny, the Commanders went into Washington, or went into Detroit. Yeah. But that's what my Rams are. 6-point game. Oh, no, that was a 2-touchdown game. Ooh. Let's go back one more year. Data points, people. Data points. Detroit won by 7 as a 3 seed. San Francisco won by 3 as a 1 seed. Buffalo, KC, I was there, no big deal. Baltimore blew out Houston. Seattle 31. San Francisco 10. Did he freeze again? Is he doing that trick? I think he's doing a trick on me. Like and subscribe.
Mm.
You know, I have so much to say until he's gone.
I'm back.
Oh, look.
I'm back.
You're on here twice. This is cool.
I know, this is weird. I don't know what just happened. We're going to have to end the show. That's what's going to happen.
All right, play a song.
All right. Good luck with your bets, everyone. Go Niners. And I will somehow figure out this internet. I'm not really sure what's going on. But cue the ice cream truck. Sunday for the recap show. See you later. Sorry about the internet.